you had a previous experience back in 2018 at the Brier, but I mean, how does this compare with your own team and your own guys here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a really awesome opportunity to go to the Brier with Team Jacobs back in 2018. It was an invaluable experience, and it shoot away a lot of the butterflies of what it's like to play in an event like this. You know, it's what we all dream to play in when we're kids, right? You want to play in the Brier and stuff like that. And but now coming here with my own team, and it's very, very different. You're in control of everything, and you're front and center, and yeah, it's been a really good experience so far.
You talk about shooing away some butterflies, but I imagine there's still probably got to be a few this time around, or?
Not really, actually. Not early on. I mean, the other big one for me was the trials last year. I remember in my first game of the trials, I could barely function out there. You know, like you go out in front of all these fans and the energy, and you feel like you're, you know, like in your own little box out there. But now it feels very comfortable for me. It seems like whatever was there before, all the nerves, and they're kind of gone now. So it's good.
Can you talk about this week so far? 4-1. I mean, you guys have to be really happy with that.
Yes, absolutely. When we looked at the draw coming in, we wanted to get through the first weekend, first weekend at 2-1 or 3-0, and we knew it would give us a really, really good shot at making the playoffs later on. So now we're going through some more games and we're picking up the wins where we need to, and this is an amazing start for us.
Comfortable with the ice, the rocks, everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, last night they were having a little bit of trouble with frost, but that's no slight to the ice makers. They're doing the best they can. We have amazing ice makers here, and today they did it really, really well. The ice is amazing now, and we're really, really comfortable with the ice.
Darren and Haji obviously have been involved in events like this in the past, and kind of the pressures that come with that. What's it been like for you and Jake to go through this with them, and have they kind of instilled any knowledge or tips or anything to you?
Yeah, definitely. I would say the biggest thing, and I've said this all year too. It's that belief that you can do it, right? When you come to an event like this with 4 rookies, you don't really have anyone on your team that's actually gone and done it before. There's a big difference between thinking you can do it and actually having done it. So, I mean, Darren's already won this event before, and Colin's competed this event many, many times. So, just the fact that they're around and believe in us and believe in the team is really, really important.
How are you feeling right now? I mean, 2-2, you're getting your first real big experience at the Brier. It's probably a lot to take in, but a lot of fun too.
Oh, for sure. Like, that's the big thing. Like, even just being here is incredible. To have a few wins under our belt now is really awesome. Like, that None of It team has been playing really, really well this week, and that was our best game that we played to, and we really had to bring it. We had a really strong first end to kind of set the momentum, and we kind of rode it from there. But yeah, we had to make a lot of shots tonight.
How would you explain the progression so far? You just said that you played probably your best game. Is there a matter of like trying to just get over the fact that you're here and trying to play a little bit looser that kind of helps to the solution of it all?
Yeah, you know, I think somewhat for sure. The ice was really, really good tonight too. Like, we really caught on to our hits and our draw weight, like just how to ice. I thought against Gushue that we didn't really do the best job of that. So I think that we caught on to the ice better tonight. So that's going to be really good for confidence going forward. But no, I think the 4 of us are all feeling pretty comfortable out there. It's just going to be a matter of continuing to play well and make a lot of shots.
Is the team at the expectation of what you were wanting this week so far?
Absolutely. I mean, of course, like, we're 2-2. We maybe wanted to be 3-1 at this point, but you know, we've lost to Gushue and Dunstone, which is, you know, I guess to kind of be expected, but we were hoping that we could maybe squeeze one of those 2 out. So, you know, it's full grind mode now, and we can't really afford to lose too many more. So I'd say that this is okay where we are right now. We just have to keep getting stronger and keep winning games.
I feel like a little bit of a monkey off the back.
Oh, big time. Yeah, big time. You know, we knew we had a tough start, so we were, you know, hoping to maybe win 2 of the first 3 kind of thing and kind of see where we went, but at least 1 of the first 3. And, you know, we dropped the 1 last night, and then this morning we played a really hot botcher team. So proud of the guys, because I think 3 losses keeps you alive in this thing, and so we got to go on a bit of a run, and it all started with tonight. So,
well, what was working for you? Was there something in this game that you saw in particular that you liked from the team that you hadn't seen in previous?
Honestly, no. I just felt like it's just taken this long to ease into this event. You know, like all 4 of us have played at big events, but there's nothing like the Brier. It's one of a kind. And so, you know, for us, first game, I thought we were throwing our hits a little too hard, throwing some stuff a little too soft, like release-wise. And so I think, you know what, we had a pretty good effort against the Botcher team. Like, we were playing well. We just gave up a bad 3 and then had to be perfect. So kind of going into today, we just took what we learned in the Botcher game and kind of fine-tuned even further and thought we played pretty well.
So you talk about nerves, butterflies, I guess, a little bit. Like, what role did Rick, Brian play?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, those guys are the best. You know, they've been here. Rick's been here a million times. Brian's won the whole thing. So they know what it takes to be at this level. And, you know, they could see it before we could see it, and they're kind of gently trying to tell us what we could do to get better, right? But, yeah, like, they're a great support team for us. You got Rick matching rocks at night, and the guy is just an absolute machine. So, you know, it's I think we've built a pretty good team around us here, and kind of going forward, we hope that we can carry some momentum.
Briarfield's kind of getting younger and younger, and it's kind of cool to see you and Karsten in a situation like this.
Yeah, I saw that board that TSN built from our 2018 junior field, you know, like Tyler Tardy, us, Karsten Sturmey, Matt Manuel, obviously, like, it's awesome to see kind of a changing of the guard per se. You know, like a lot of these young teams, you know, a little bit more inconsistent, at least for our team. But, you know, getting to this level is the only way you can get that experience and get better.
Brad, another nail biter. It's been that way all week for you.
Oh yeah, we haven't had any easy ones, but we're not making it easy on ourselves. We're having too many shots where we get nothing out of it, and letting the other team off the hook. And then even today, you know, Tyler and his team made some big shots where we had some ends set up, and we actually were building some ends, and they flipped the script on us. That 7th end, you know, we're lying 3, and he makes a run back triple, and all of a sudden, you know, we're in a pile of trouble. So it's just kind of been one of those weeks at this point, but it could always shift around.
I've played a lot of curling over the years. Is there a tired factor come into this? I mean, are you guys tired?
I don't think we're tired. No, I think we're old. So maybe that does lead to tired, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, we're just not sharp right now. There's too many, like I said, too many big misses. Like, we're not just missing by an inch. We're having some shots that we're missing by a significant amount and not getting anything out of it. So I think it may be a focus issue more than anything. So, you know, we got a big game tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be sharp for that and have the focus that we normally do have.
So would you be happy with your 4-1 record then? You've got to be.
Yeah, with the way we're playing, to be 4-1 right now, we're in a good position. I think ideally you'd like to be 5-0, but we haven't been sharp. So 4-1 at this point. We beat some good teams. You know, we have to be satisfied just with how we're playing.
Brad, I just wanted to say, like, given the youth out there on the sheets this week, you know, what's the scouting report like on teams like that? Is it kind of like volatile? You just kind of have to go with it and see where it ends up? Or do you actually have kind of like a plan going into the week of each team and kind of where they land?
No, to be honest, we try and just play our own game. And we know some of the strengths and weaknesses of other teams, but that really doesn't come into play until the last couple shots at the end.
Right.
We really just try and play our style, and if we execute that, generally it works out pretty good. Just this week, we haven't been executing it as well as we'd like. So, you know, I do look at all the scouting reports or the packages that are available to us to see if there's any tendencies, but really that doesn't come into play unless I get in a situation where I have a shot where I'm okay with either option,
right,
and I'm trying to leave him something that you know, he's probably not as strong at.
Well, and how much would it mean to you to, like,
Thanks.
take the lead on the Briers won, you know, the curling championships here in Canada? Is that kind of a record that would withstand the test of time, like a Gretzky goal scoring record?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to last long at all, to be quite honest. I think the way the Brier is now, with the easier access for the top teams to get in, I think you're going to see, you know, that broken. Maybe it's going to take some time because obviously somebody has to win 5. So, but I don't think it's going to take that long. I think if you look back at, you know, what Ernie Richardson did and the challenge just to get out of your province back then, sometimes just to get out of your club, for him to win 4 in the fashion that he did is, in my mind, still the greatest feat. You know, it was obviously tough for me growing up playing against Kevin Martin and Randy Furby and Glenn Howard and all those guys to get a couple wins. But I think going forward, the fact that all the top teams are playing in this, I think you're going to see 1 or 2 of them kind of rattle off a bunch of wins over a 5, 10, 15-year period.